Hello, beautiful angels. So, today I wanted to elaborate about a post that I shared on my Instagram page a couple of days ago. I got a lot of questions about it, comments on it, and there was a lot of dialogue there. So, I wanted to elaborate on it a bit and then take you into the temple of blue, the blue ray, and talk about the different energies of the blue ray. So what is this post that I shared the other day? Well, it does have to do with the color rays. You might have seen it. And I talked about what color of ray that your soul is a keeper for. So I believe that our souls vibrate with a color or potentially a couple or a few different colors, okay? And that means that we are keepers of these sacred rays, these color rays, these angel rays, these rainbow rays of source. And that our soul has mastery in the color energy that we're a keeper for. So what do I mean by that? Well, in the post the other day, I shared about that. So for me, as a blue ray, being blue ray, turquoise, blue, violet, that's all in the temple of blue, which we'll be exploring in a moment here. This means that, so the blue ray is the ray of divine will. So it means that the energy that I carry really helps people to align with their soul's missions and with the truth. And then in that post as well, I talked about how, it's like why we shouldn't compare ourselves to each other, even though we do, because the ego is a little cray-cray. But it's like if a rose quartz ray holder was comparing herself to me, and how I hold space and maybe feeling like, should I hold space like her? It's like, no, because the rose quartz ray, if your soul is a keeper of that really beautiful light pink ray, then that means that you are very soft and gentle and resonate with the Divine Mother. And the way that you give your medicine to the world and the way that you support people in the world is to help people feel unconditionally loved and seen and secure in your presence, right? And there's different rays, like the emerald ray is really such a ray of Gaia and abundance and trust. And so there's these different rays, and our soul is a keeper of one or more of these rays, okay? And what I was getting questions on was I was getting a lot of different questions, but some of the questions were, is there a difference between, say, if I'm a green ray holder, is there a difference between a light green, an emerald green, and a dark forest green in terms of frequency? And I said, yes, absolutely. You may be an emerald ray holder, a keeper of the emerald ray, but you may actually have one or more frequencies of green that are really, really active in your field, right? So for example, as a blue ray holder, the frequencies that are really active in my field and alive for me are the sapphire blue, which is a little bit like this really, it's a bit brighter than this, but it's like that strong blue, a little bit brighter and lighter than this though. Blue violet, which is a very, very activating ray, as well as turquoise, a little bit like my dress here. So these different blue rays actually have different qualities, and I wanted to explore those qualities today with you because working with color and different colors of light is such medicine, because if you're like me, you're working with light all the time. You might be breathing white light in or gold light in, or just really seeing yourself showered in light. That is quite a foundational practice for light workers and people who want to be of service and activate their crystalline DNA, really filling ourselves with light. But when you understand that the rainbow of source light has different frequencies, and you can tap into those different frequencies to support you, to support what you need in life, to support your soul, to support your goals, to support your mission, it becomes more nuanced, it becomes a little bit more exciting, I think. So I want to talk to you about the blue ray today and bring you into the temple of the blue ray so we can explore some of the different frequencies that the blue ray has. So let's start with that sapphire blue, that bright sapphire blue energy. For me, this is the home of blue. This is like the mother of blue is that sapphire ray. The sapphire ray, that blue ray, electric blue sapphire ray, is the ray of divine will. It is often called the first ray of God, the first ray of source, because everything else is built off of divine will when we're living in full alignment, right? So that sapphire blue base frequency from the blue ray temple is so, so important, not just if you are a blue ray holder and you're a keeper of the blue ray, but no matter what. Because what we need to remember, or what we want to understand, is that even though our soul is a keeper of one or several color rays of light, ultimately we come from that white light, that white golden light of source, which is all of the colors combined. So we might fractal out and our soul is created from there, but when we go full home to our original source self, that is the white light, that is the rainbow. So actually what we want to do is we want to have all of the colors of the rainbow activated in our field, which activates our rainbow light body, right? So we don't just want to pay attention to which color of ray I'm a keeper for, although we do want to know that, because that's going to help us understand ourselves. That's going to understand our soul's mission and our path in this lifetime and what we're here to transmit and how we share our medicine. Absolutely, we want to know, okay, what color ray am I a keeper for? But we also want to receive activations and healing from all of the rainbow rays, because that's going to help us feel really balanced and help us to come into our mastery. Frequency 13 says, hi, love. Hello. So as an example, I'm a blue ray holder, as I've said like a million times. But I'm so blue ray. I have it so active in my field, and I help people connect with the blue ray. You know, Medicine Keepers of the blue violet ray, by the way, is a course of mine, and it is 42% off right now. I just launched it as a self-study journey, so you can check that out in the link in my bio. But like literally, I am holding space for blue all the time. So the color that I need and the color frequencies that are medicine for me are more right now like the red and the corals, like red, coral, orange, gold, those lower chakra sort of sunset colors. That's really medicine for me. I'm not a red ray holder, I'm not a coral ray holder, but those energies really, really support me and stabilize me right now, because at the end of the day, I am a rainbow being just like you, right? So that's something to understand about working with the color rays, is there's a couple different paths. One, what ray do I hold? What's my soul color? And exploring that to get to know our medicine. And then the other path is, okay, and what colors are medicine for me right now to help balance me out? Because they might be different than the ray that I'm holding, okay? So let's go into now the temple of the blue ray, so you can start to explore some of the different color frequencies of blue and how that might be medicine for you. Or also how your soul might perk up and go, that's me, like I'm the holder of that color, okay? So sapphire, we already went through that, right? The divine will, the sapphire ray, the ray of divine will. When you work with the sapphire ray, you are connecting to Archangel Michael, because there is an archangel that works and is associated with every single color ray. So Archangel Michael is the angel, the archangel of the blue ray. And so that's why, you know, people talk about working with Archangel Michael in that leader energy, because that blue ray is divine will. So it's like, let's go forth. And let's honor divine will and penetrate this world, you know, with divine will flowing through us. That's that beautiful sort of truth that Archangel Michael holds in that beautiful sapphire blue with a little bit of violet and gold and white frequency that is pillaring in divine will and truth. Okay, so if you hold the sapphire ray strongly, and if you hold the blue violet with Archangel Michael also has a touch of violet in his energy field that he might show you sometimes when you work with him. This is a very penetrative medicine and energy. Again, it resonates with truth. So sometimes people might be a little bit uncomfortable in your presence if they are not aligned to their soul's mission and their soul truth. In the now moment, something has happened for me many times. You know, I've had some feedback along my journey that says, like, sometimes I feel uncomfortable around you, Beth, and I don't know why. And usually this is coming from people who aren't really showing up to their soul's mission. And even, you know, as keepers of these soul rays, when we begin to activate that, right? You might be a keeper of the emerald ray, but if you're not activated in it, then you're not necessarily transmitting it at the full force that you could be. But when we've activated our ray or rays that we're holding, so for example, when I activate the blue ray, which I have, and transmit it, I don't even have to be doing anything. I don't have to be like, hey guys, like, blue ray, yeah, blue ray. Like, no, it just comes off of me. And then if someone's around me and I'm just having a chat or whatever, and they're really not showing up for their soul's mission, they're not in alignment with their divine truth and divine will, they're probably going to feel some discomfort or some resistance. And if their heart is really open to making those changes, that's going to be very nourishing for them if they can open their heart and go, something's moving, I'm open. But if that person is very closed and they're not ready to shift and change, then it's going to be experienced as a lot of resistance and maybe a closing and be like, I don't like that person, meaning me, right? So maybe you resonate with this because we carry all rays, but again, sapphire blue, if you're a sapphire blue carrier and holder, that medicine is penetrative and truthful, aligning with divine will, okay? And let's move over to, we'll just do blue violet because it is similar. So imagine that there's that sapphire blue, but maybe there's like 15 or 20% violet, bright purple in that blue, okay? So the violet ray and the violet flame and the violet ray is a transformational energy. It transmutes density into light. So the purple ray and the violet ray is, of course, a very important frequency for us to be working with on this planet at this time. Very powerful. And when you combine that violet ray, which transmutes, it's forgiveness, it's compassion, but very, very potentized. So it can take those dense, yucky things and it's like forgiveness and compassion. And that brings it to the light. You know, and you bring that together with the sapphire blue, which is divine will, truth. Oh my God. Like that is like boom, 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 sort of truth right there. That is very penetrative. And as an example of how I use it, I've actually been sending that to Iran recently, right? With everything that's happening in Iran, that's some sticky stuff, right? That is some like deep oppression. That is some, even, you know, if you want to go so far as to say there's some sort of like demonic energy at work or just like some really messed up stuff. Okay, what light and what ray is going to be really, really helpful for that? Probably multiple, but the blue violet ray is going to go, like it's going to go, just going to drive in. It's going to give no shits about how deep it goes. It's not afraid of anything, right? Whereas like a rose quartz ray might be like, oh, I'm going to hold you in love. Like that is super, super beautiful and very, very helpful. But being a blue violet medicine carrier myself, I'm like, let's get right under. Let's fucking get under. And that's going to just... So if you want to work with the blue violet ray, you can just visualize the blue violet ray anywhere that feels like low frequency, anywhere maybe in your city or your town or your area where there's just some like not great energy. you can bring the blue violet ray as well as in your own energy field, okay? And again, medicine keepers of the blue violet ray, I have an entire course on working with the sapphire ray and the blue violet ray, where we work with Archangel Michael and Archea of Faith, which is Archangel Michael's feminine counterpart. We work with Isis, who holds the violet ray, but also some of the blue ray as well. We work with Hathor, who's a very blue ray transmitter. So very ancient Egyptian frequencies, right? Connected to Sirius, the blue star. So we work with Sirius in Medicine Keepers of the blue violet ray, the blue lion beings. And we work with the whales and dolphins, so that water blue frequency as well. So right now it's 42% off until December 7th. As a self-paced course. It's only $255 from the original $444, which is a literal steal. There's 15 hours of video content, 14 guided meditations, super powerful, super activating. I have some wonderful testimonials on the site from people who have gone through it. So check that out at the link in my bio or my website if you are interested, if you feel this pull of really activating the blue, the sapphire blue, and the blue violet. So let's continue. Okay, so that's like, not all blue is like that. Not all blue is like let's be in alignment. Although I will say, as a medicine keeper of this energy, like it can be a lot sometimes, because it's like this drive inside to always be alignment with your soul's mission, to always be like giving her all you got. And it's really, really powerful, but it also asks a lot from us spiritually. However, I know everyone, has their own experiences like that with whatever energy goes through you as well. Denise says, I thought of you when I cold water swam in Vancouver Island today. Yay, calling in the dolphins. Yay, amazing. I don't know if you know, but I was living on Vancouver Island for about 8 years in Tofino. I just left last January, and my heart is my heart home. One of them, but yeah, huge heart home. So thank you for mentioning that. So let's talk about the different, maybe the lighter blue frequencies. Let's go to this beautiful, light blue, it's kind of like these. This is just a dress I have, but I wanted to be able to show you. Denise says, I had no idea. Yeah, Vancouver Island's my hood. But not anymore. But always and forever. Anyway, it's okay. So this is like a lighter blue. I think both of these kind of resonate with a similar frequency here. So this blue, kind of it's a lighter blue. To me, this blue is it's a lot more gentle. This blue really, to me, resonates with Mother Mary. And you'll often see Mother Mary depicted with this sort of blue around her as a robe or emanating this frequency, as well as pink. So these, to me, this light blue and also pink are actually very, divine feminine feeling colors. It's almost like, yeah, there's some masculine frequency in here, but it's really soft and it's nourishing. So it's calming and it's soothing, but it resonates with this unconditional divine mother Mary love in a different way. And for this, actually, I connected these colors to the Pleiades. So I connect with this, the white and the light blue and blue like this to Pleiadian energy. Whereas Sirius for me is a little bit more like this, that really deep and sapphire blue. So these colors, you can, let's breathe them in right now. I meant to do that actually. So if you want to just breathe in, let's feel how they all feel in our system so far. So let's breathe in this lighter, more gentle blue. Breathing it in your cells, just visualizing to the best of your ability. And just see how you feel. You might notice something, you might not, but just see how that affects your nervous system, your aura. It makes me feel a bit happier inside. I feel Mother Mary coming as well. It's this Lemurian Mother Mary frequency to me. It's this, ooh, yeah. With some Pleiades. Okay, and then I want you to switch that now to the sapphire blue and bring in that beautiful sapphire blue, electric blue. Feel that permeate your cells. How does that feel for you? Might feel a little bit stronger. Breathing in this sapphire blue immediately starts to align you more deeply with your soul's mission. So if you've been feeling maybe a little bit lost or unsure about what direction to go next that's going to most serve your soul, breathing in this sapphire blue light is going to be really, really good. Now let's breathe in the blue violet. So it's the sapphire, but we're going to add violet into it. Whew. I felt the electricity more of that. This frequency, like I say in my course, it's why we're actually working more with the blue ray and medicine keepers with the blue violet ray, and then blue violet sometimes, is because blue violet is really, really strong, really, really intense, and I actually don't recommend working with it too much, like too long at a time, because it's not dangerous. It's because can your nervous system even handle that much power source energy? We have to build up our ability to hold it. Okay. And then let's go into drinking some chaga tea. Now let's go into turquoise, which I also hold this ray. You can see it as the Larimar necklace around me. You know, there's a little bit different frequencies of turquoise. So to me, this is a very, and by the way, if you do get different feelings from the colors, trust that, because we all have our own perspectives, and there's multiple perspectives that can absolutely be true and in one moment. So the turquoise, right, to me, this is like the dolphin energy. This is like, imagine like beautiful, clear crystal turquoise water. And it's a very playful energy. It's a very exuberant energy. It connects with the inner child. The teacher, one of the teachers I have, Belinda Womack, for the angels and the angel colors, is, you know, she talks about how turquoise is also a manifestation color. You know, you can work with turquoise if you're trying to manifest something. So it's like very like, turquoise. This is like open, exuberant. We love it. Imagine yourself just swimming with the dolphins in that turquoise water. And the last blue frequency I want to mention is that midnight blue, that deep, dark, velvety blue. So when we go into this frequency, to me, this is where we're really entering into the priestess and the mysteries. And, you know, the black womb of no thing, the black energy, the black ray, is quite close to that midnight blue, right? And so as we connect a little bit more closely to the black in the midnight blue, the black is the womb, the cosmic womb is the night, is yin. So we move into the midnight blue and we're connecting with this deep priestess energy, the one who can be in stillness and her oracular ability and her wisdom. And really, there's so much more to all of these different frequencies that we could speak about. We could talk about how these frequencies of the blue resonate with communication, singing, song, water, oracular abilities to bring in from the higher realms and transmit and translate what's coming through. You know, blue ray, if you're working with the blue ray energy, whether you're a blue ray being or you're really receiving the medicine of blue, you're going to notice that your intuition and your psychic senses are enhanced and more open. Again, it is that priestess color. There's a reason why, you know, I'm in Glastonbury right now, and the priestesses of Avalon, you know, these sacred priestesses, the color they're often depicted in is blue. They're wearing blue. They have the blue crescent moon. There's a reason for that. Blue, a priestess color, around transmitting higher frequencies and grounding them with oracular wisdom, being the oracle, being the bridge between worlds. That is a very blue gift and a blue frequency. Okay? So I think I'll leave that here with you. Let me know if you have any questions. As well, of course, I want to remind you, medicine keepers of the blue violet ray, if you are called into this experience, it's going to really, really activate you into your deeper gifts and really give you the gifts of blue and blue violet. This journey originally came from working with Archangel Michael, because I've worked with Archangel Michael since I was a teenager. And I was called to create this journey, and originally it was just going to be a journey to work with Archangel Michael, Medicine Keepers of the Blue Violet Ray. It was going to be for the people who really resonated with Archangel Michael on a soul level, because I saw blue violet in his energy field through my third eye, when I would see him. And what happened is I actually ran this course 3 separate times, 3 live experiences, a bit different every time, is this whole world opened up to me. With Hathor and Isis and the water and the Syrian lion beings and Sirius and the whales and dolphins and even the Pleiades, although I haven't included it in this course. It was like, wow, there's so much to this frequency that when you enter into this portal of blue and blue violet, it's like this multidimensional world opens itself to you, and multidimensional gifts is a very strong Blu-ray gift as well. So if you feel it, if you're called, it's really affordable right now. Well, depending on, what you think is affordable, but $255, you can put that in 2 monthly payments of $133 now and $133 a month and next month. And the amount that you get for that is insane, really, really insane. I think I could have priced this at $1,000 and felt really good about the value still, but I wanted to make it, accessible. So, let me know if you have any questions, and may the Blu-ray bless you. And I'd love for you to come to my page, and also let me know what ray you're a keeper for. And I just love talking about colors. So much love, many blessings, and see you soon. Ciao.